I'm out. All right, so no more shares on, got rid of all my shares, made a lot of money, I'm good to go. So now, what would I do? I would be done? Sure, you could be done. Or if this was, something you wanted to keep playing, I would be looking for this level again. I don't want to play anything else. At least for me, I don't care. I don't play anything else. I am safest at this higher time frame level, and when I'm in a meme stock, I want to be the safest I can be. What's up, EBT? I'm gonna take you through a trade on the stock trading simulator on AMC. And Jared actually traded this stock yesterday. I did look at it in the morning and I liked the larger time frame setup on it, but I didn't play it because meme stocks stress me out. So props to Jared for being able to play this. They can be a little bit volatile, and so they can be fun, but they can also be very stressful. So I want to show you what I was seeing and why I think this might have worked out for Jared's trade. And hopefully you'll get an understanding of how to play these in the future. So I'm going to go over to the daily on AMC. And I just want to back it up here. And I want you to see that it's in a very steady downtrend for the most part. So normally we would want to be playing this to the short side right now because the higher time frame is in a downtrend. But we would also be looking for areas where there would be some reversals, or areas of breaks, like breakouts and trendline breaks and things like that. So if I take the little trend line drawing tool and I just kind of draw this guy here, like that. So we've got the downtrend, and if I zoom in just a tiny bit, so you can see that we've broken it. We broke it yesterday, so the day before, right? And back it up a little bit again. But what I like about this is the candle's gone, but it is here. So we've broken yesterday, right? And we're pushing right up to this area. And we've got this higher time frame horizontal level here. And I really like this setup. I play it sometimes intraday, but it's going to be even better on higher time frames because the move will be a lot greater typically. So what you want to look for is a break of the trend, the trend line, right? And you want to pair it with a higher time frame level. So once it breaks both of those things, you have basically two setups that are working for you, right? You've got the people who are looking for trend line breaks, and then you've got the people who are looking for higher time frame like range plays and horizontal support and resistance levels. So I see this as a really good setup. Again, I'm just a chicken, so I didn't play it. But let's zoom in. So we've got this trend line, we've got this level. I marked it at, what do I have it marked at? 20, oh, it's over here. Okay, 29.63 is where I marked it. So let's just take this to the 5-minute. Okay, so here's how I would play this and how I would have played it. So because these can move so quickly, I prefer trading these with a limit order and setting my stop loss so that I am just immediately out if I'm wrong, right? So in this case, in the morning, we're already above this higher time frame level. So what I would do is I would put a limit order out at this level with my stop below it, and I would just wait for it to come get me. It might leave without me, but I know that playing it at the higher time frame is going to be my safest place to play. So I want to play at the safest place, especially on meme stocks, because they're very unsafe. So I want to be as safe as I can be. So let's just hit play on this. I'm going to change this to 5 times speed, and let's just see how it plays out. And we can always back it up and kind of talk through it. So my limit order would not have been hit yet. And there we go. My limit order would have been hit. Now here's the thing. So when I play higher time frame levels, I play them with a 10% stop loss, or 10% of the ATR for my stop loss. AMC's ATR is typically just shy of like $3. I think it's like 2.7 or something like that, 2.69, or I don't know, something around there. So it's like a little bit below 3. I'll just round up to the whole number, or the whole or the increment of 5. So we'll just say $3 to make it easy. So 10% of a $3 ATR would be a 30-cent stop loss, right? So if I got filled here at 29.63, then my stop was 10% of the ATR, which would be 29.33, down here-ish, right around here. This wick still hasn't touched that, right? So I would be in this, right? So my limit order would have been triggered and I would still be in this. For stocks that are super volatile, you can use a higher percentage of the ATR. So, or you can use the same ATR, but with putting less risk on, or same percentage of ATR, but putting less risk on. So there are two ways to like play this a little bit safer. So the 10% of this, you could double it and you could do 60 cents instead of 30, just to give yourself even more room. I think Jared was mentioning like he was doing $1 maybe even on this. So you definitely want to, play what feels right for you and what works for your risk tolerance. If you play the 10% ATR and you get stopped out, well, you can always just wait for it to set up again above the level and get back in, or below the level and you can play the short, right? So I'm just going to back this up again and I'm going to play it like I would play it. So since we can't set limit orders on here, I'm just going to play it manually from the start. So once it gets to that level, I'll just trigger it. So we'll be in. So we'll hit play. We'll just let it get down there real quick. And I'm going to do 500 shares because I'm pretty sure that's what Jared did. All right, so I'm going to buy here. So now we are 500 long of AMC and we still haven't broken below 29.40. So my stop is good. And now what I'll want to do is partial at, I'm just going to pause this. I want to partial at whole dollar levels and the ATR, right? So you can play ranges on this. Like I could back this up to, like a 60-minute time frame and play areas of resistance somewhere off of here. But because we're in such a huge downtrend, there's not a lot of nearby resistance. So I'm not completely sure where the stock will turn. So I would be doing, whole dollars or a full ATR, and that's kind of what I would be looking for. And then obviously I would be watching, the L2 and the tape and looking for things there as well. So we'll just keep this going. And so that's, 31, that's a whole dollar. So we'll take a little bit off there. Getting close to 32. All right, take a little bit off at 32. Just let it ride, see if it goes. It looks like we may be in a halt. I know, I think it halted a few times yesterday. So, that's always scary. If the halt works in your favor, then it's fun. But if it doesn't, if it goes against you, that's not fun. All right, so we're at 33, so I'll take a little bit more off there. And actually, a full ATR on this, right? So if we were going like off of $3, the low of the day is 29.40. So $3 of that would be 32.40. We're already past a full ATR on the day here. So I would be more inclined to actually probably get out of this completely, or at least just hold, a few shares. And you can already see like this, I took 500 shares of this and this is a lot of money. This is a lot. So I would probably just get all out of this thing. But we can see if it keeps going. So let's see. I've got 200 shares left. Whatever I get out of next, I'm just going to get out of all of it. So we'll just hit play. I'll be waiting for 34, but now it seems like we are in a halt again. So scary times. We'll just see what happens here. If it opens up and it continues moving, then great. If it opens down and it starts to go down, then I'm out of this. Oh, we opened down. I'm out. All right. So no more shares on. Got rid of all my shares. Made a lot of money. Good to go. So now, what would I do? I would be done. Sure, you could be done. Or if this was, something you wanted to keep playing, I would be looking for this level again. I don't want to play anything else. At least for me, I don't care. I don't play anything else. I am safest at this higher time frame level. And when I'm in a meme stock, I want to be the safest I can be. So I would wait and see if it came back to here and maybe I would play it long again. Or if it lost this level, I would maybe play it to the short side. Same plan. I would enter with 10% of the ATR as my stop, whether I'm short or long. And it looks like we're in a halt again. So I'm very happy I got out of this. And let's just see what happens. I'll just speed it up a little bit since I'm not in this anymore. All right, so we opened from the halt and we opened down and we actually opened below what would have been my break even. So I'm very happy that I got out on that first drop, that first halt drop. But now you can see we are setting up again around this level. So I'm like, I made quite a bit. I could risk a little bit of money and just, see what happens. I could take a trade. If I lose, I lose. If I win, then cool, I, get some more money. So we see this consolidation around this level. It has set this range. So now I would be looking for, are we going to break the top of the range? and hold this level and continue to the top side for another long play? Or are we going to lose this or have a struggle to break through it and go to the downside? So we can just hit play here. And I am gonna do less risk this time because I'm already having a pretty good day. So we're gonna do, let's just do 100. Seems like it's definitely struggling to get over this level. So I could set a limit order out and play it at 29.63, or I could enter in as it breaks one way or the other. So pushing up and struggling to get back to that level. Oh, do I want to go long? Do I want to go short? Long, short, long, short. You could take this either way, really, at this point, right? So you really want to look for something that's going to tell you that it's going to go one way or the other. Let's just put this, let's speed this up a little bit, huh? Right. That looks pretty weak. What? It's holding. It's definitely holding, but it's struggling to get back to that level. So I'm going to sell here knowing that my stop would be, I'm in low risk, so I could do, 10% of the ATR. So, my entry's at 28.82. I could give it 60 cents this time. So that would be, 29 math, 29.42. All right, so we're working. It's going. I don't have very many shares, but we'll go to the next whole dollar. Guess I could have partialed at 28. Just to be safe. Oh, wow, that was perfect timing, right as it drops, right? And then you could go, 10% of the ATR from your level. So you could go $3 from here. So 26.63, which is basically where we're at. So I'm just going to buy, and I'm just going to get out of this. So I may have entered long on this. So there, all right. Washed my hands of this trade. See, meme stocks even stress me out when I'm in the simulator. Anyways, that is how I would have traded AMC. There were definitely, obviously long and short plays in this. The long play was the one that I was looking at in the morning, and I think the one that makes the most sense. But again, you can continue to play off of this higher time frame level really anytime throughout the day. So hopefully you guys like this video. Hit me up if you have any questions, Megan@bearbulletraders.com, or leave a comment and I will get back to you. But yeah, look for these setups in your higher time frames, or on your higher time frames in stocks that you're trading, and in the meme stocks. If you want a safer way to play this, definitely look at the higher time frames. All right, guys, I will catch you later. Peace.